everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are doing our May Boxycharm unboxing. I'm actually really excited for this month because it is their 5-year anniversary. So the stuff within the box looks to be pretty good. I've already gone ahead and I've taken care of the eyes somewhat and the brows, since I know we're not going to have any eyeshadows or any brow products in this month's box. Everything else though, I am going to be trying on in today's video. Now, before I get into what's in the box, I wanted to talk to you all about this product. This was in last month's Boxycharm box, and I told you all that I would keep you updated on what, if anything, it did to my skin, and I actually really like this pore purifying mask. It leaves the skin feeling super soft. It actually does seem to minimize my pores, and the most important thing, it doesn't seem to dry me out. Some of the purifying masks that I've tried in the past really do seem to like strip away everything that's on my skin, and by the time I wash the mask off, it just feels really dry and I can't wait to apply moisturizer. This one doesn't do that at all. The only complaint that I have about this mask is the smell. The smell is quite strong and not in a good way. The only thing that I can really describe it as is like sulfur. I don't know if you all have ever been to like any like hot springs or like natural hot springs. Growing up in Colorado, we used to visit Glenwood Springs quite often, and they had like a hot springs pool there. As soon as you drive up to the place, it's like the smell of sulfur just hits you in the face, and it's not a pleasant smell. It's something that you definitely have to like be there for a little while in order to get used to. So it's kind of like this mask. It's like after you have it on the face for a little bit, it's like not so bothersome, but the smell is just like the only thing that I could do without, but it's a good mask. Okay, so now let's get right into the box. As I've said before, this is their 5-year anniversary box. So of course the theme is, what is it? Boxy Bash. Now for the month of May, there seems to be 6 items. And I'm assuming that perhaps they threw in a little extra in there just because it is their 5-year anniversary. And they all seem to be full-size products. So let's get into the box. This one here is from Aesthetica. It is their 3-piece eye trio. It retails for $45. The Aesthetica Trio series comes with an angled eyeliner brush, a brow spoolie, and a fine-tipped eyeliner brush. A convenient 3-in-1 used for a wide variety of looks, from a subtle wing to a dramatic cat eye. Use the brow brush for fuller, more defined eyebrows. So I personally don't use a brow brush in order to, you know, fill in the brows. I usually just use a brow pencil, but I can definitely use this brush in other ways. You don't necessarily always have to use the brushes that you have for what their intended purpose is. You can always use them for other things. It's actually a pretty thick brow brush. And yeah, I can see myself using it perhaps with a pomade. The spoolie is always really good to have. I mean, who doesn't love a good brow spoolie? And of course, a liner brush. Let me see. Let me take a look at this one. So this is definitely on the thicker side. I really like mine to be a lot thinner, a lot smaller, shorter. That way I have more control over where I'm placing my winged line. But I am going to try to work with it today in order to give myself a nice wing along the eyes. Okay, the next thing that pops out at me is this bigger brush. I believe this is also from Aesthetica. It is their P12 face brush. It retails for $27 US. With synthetic fibers that allow for maximum control, the P12 face brush is perfect for creating a seamless look. You can never go wrong with having a nice fluffy face brush in order to apply, you know, a little bit of powder, set the face. It does feel really, really super soft. Really, really soft. So I might just be setting like, you know, forehead, down the nose, chin area, places where I tend to get oily. I can set it with a powder using this really, really soft brush. So that's what I'm going to use it for today. So that covers all of the brushes that are in the box for this month. The next thing that I'm going to grab in order to start applying some makeup onto the face is this right here. This is the CoverFX Blurring Primer. It retails for $38. It is a lightweight, soft focus primer that blurs the appearance of pores, fine lines, and other imperfections, creating a smooth canvas for flawless foundation application. Okay, so let's open it up and see what this feels like on the face. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it with my fingers. Oh yeah, definitely taking care of those pores. It's filling those in quite nicely. All right, so before we move on to the next thing, I'm going to apply color corrector and foundation onto the face really quickly. All right, and now it's time for concealer. In case you're wondering what I'm using on my face today, I'm using my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in medium to deep as a color corrector. I'm also using the Fenty Beauty foundation. This one is in the shade 240. And for concealer today, I'm going with my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer in the shade 3W. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of setting powder underneath the eyes. And even though this Fenty Beauty foundation is a matte foundation, I'm still going to set the center of my face. Just keep it from, you know, getting oily. And as I suspected, this is a really nice, soft face brush. So I'm definitely going to use this going forward. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to grab from the box is this guy right here. This here is from Pretty Vulgar. It is their ink gel eyeliner. This highly pigmented gel eyeliner provides quick drying application with the enriched vitamin C to condition the lids. Its creamy and water resistant formula allows for smooth application that stays in place all day, and it retails for $24. You know, I almost purchased this on Sephora like a couple months back because I was very intrigued by the packaging, not so much the actual product itself. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, it has vitamin C. I need it in my life in order to condition my lids, but just the packaging. It's almost like, you know, very Game of Thrones, fetch me my quill. I need to write a letter to the north. So we're going to use this along with the eyeliner brush from Aesthetica that was in this month's box as well. So let's see what kind of a winged line I can get with this brush. Oh yeah. I'm definitely a fan of this gel eyeliner. It does glide on super, super smoothly. And I love that because you don't get like, you know, the skidding. You just get a really nice, solid line. And that is what I like. And you get that right off the bat, so you don't really have to work too hard at it. All right, that was really easy. It usually takes me a little bit longer for the wing. I'm really impressed with both the brush and the gel liner. So far, not complaining on this month's box whatsoever. I'm going to finish off the eyes really quickly though before moving on to the next thing. All right, so just left the eyes very basic. Lashes very basic, and you know, just not as dramatic as I usually like to make them because I wanted the gel eyeliner to be the focal point of the eyes. I'm really liking this gel eyeliner. Anyway, moving on. Next thing from the box is this guy right here. This one is the PÜR Cosmetics Sculptor Palette. It retails for $30. It is a 4-shade sculpting palette that features 2 high beam highlighters and 2 matte contour shades that will leave skin sculpted to perfection with highly pigmented and buttery formula. So there are 2 highlighting shades on this side, 2 sculpting contouring shades on this one. I think I'm going to take a little bit of Inventor here. There's quite a bit of kick up actually with these. So let's go very gently here. Oh yeah, that's, whoo. All right, let's try to distribute that throughout. Okay, not too bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be initially. I was like, oh my gosh, I went in too heavy, but it is blending out really nicely. Just keep that in mind when you receive yours, is that they pack a punch, so be very light-handed with it. All right, and then for highlight, I'm going to do this one right here. This one is called Originator. Grabbing that, applying it here. Ooh, I like that. Pretty. It's not too incredibly glittery or chunky or anything like that. It is nice and soft the way that I like them. I find that they're much more flattering when highlighters aren't so glittery looking. Okay, we're going to take that same shade and then just bring it down the bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow area, why not? And a tiny bit along the chin. The usual spots. Alright, and then last but not least from the box this month is this guy right here. This one is from Beauty Creations. It is their liquid lip gloss. It retails for $10. Beauty Creations Matte Liquid Lip Gloss is specifically formulated to provide full coverage that dries to a seamless, smooth, and matte finish. Its lightweight application is long-wearing for an effortless lip color that complements all skin tones. Alright, so quite the amount that you get. I really like this color. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So it is quite opaque. Alright, so that is a really pretty color. I really, really like this shade. Now for the transfer test. It doesn't transfer. It does feel comfortable on the lips. It doesn't feel heavy whatsoever. Overall, a definite win. Alright, so for the month of May, the retail value of the box was $174. So $174, all for $21. I'd say that's pretty darn good. I loved everything that came in this month's box, from the primer to the sculpting palette to the lipstick. The gel liner was my absolute favorite product from the box, along with the eyeliner brush. I was not quite sure if I was going to like this when I first saw it, but it did a really, really good job at applying the gel liner. This one, my new favorite eyeliner. Like it just applies so nicely, so smoothly. It is so opaque and intensely black. And I mean, I've had it on for quite some time now, so it should have dried down by now. It definitely does not crack. So I really like it. I really like it, and I will definitely be using this as an eyeliner going forward. I usually like to stick with liquid eyeliners because they seem to give me the smoothest application, but after trying this one, I'm switching. So that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's Boxycharm unboxing and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future Boxycharm unboxing videos, product reviews, makeup tutorials, anything and everything beauty related. And also don't forget to follow me on all of my other social media platforms. I'm All Beauty by Sarah with an H on Instagram and All Beauty by Sarah without the H on Snapchat and Twitter. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.